Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Noelle and I do unboxings here, mostly lifestyle subscription boxes, but also some stationery, books, beauty, jewelry, travel, home decor, gift boxes, even a dash of Disney. So if you enjoy unboxings, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notification bell. And as always, if you're already subscribed, thank you so much for being here and welcome back. Today I have another My Ireland box to share with you, and this does indeed come all the way from the Emerald Isle, specifically Dingle. This was sent to me for review and I am so excited because I'm not even sure what the theme for this month is. My box does come a little bit worse for wear, coming all the way from Ireland, but I'm sure everything inside is just fine. This box is $49.95 US per month. I believe the shipping to the US is currently $15, which when you think about it, considering shipping costs these days, is really not that bad. If you're interested in trying it out, if you love everything Irish or you just dream of getting to visit there one day, you can use the code MAUI and that will save you $5. As always, I'll leave all of that information for you in the description box below. But let's go ahead and get into it and see what we've got this time. They have a really active Facebook group and she sometimes does little walks around the neighborhood, and I always love when she walks by the sheep pastures because I just think those guys are adorable. There's even usually a sheep box once a year, and that is the one that got me started with this box from the very beginning. So inside it looks like I've got some bright green tissue paper, and it actually already tore itself in shipping, so I don't have to feel bad about tearing the tissue paper this time around. And then there's usually a nice long letter from Catherine in here, so let me see if I can kind of go down through the layers and find that. So I'm guessing that it's in this nice little pamphlet here, which has this gorgeous sort of like ruins of a stone cottage on here. On the back of this, before we even get in there, there's a recipe for my sister Anne Marie's coffee cake. That sounds really good. She has been including a lot of family recipes and even subscriber recipes, I believe, in these boxes, which is always really fun. So this is just kind of like our little like note card. It's just like kind of a case for it. And then we have our nice lengthy letter, and these are always like typed front and back, so I try not to read the entire thing to you, but kind of skim and give you the important information. So it says, Easter will perhaps have passed by the time you receive this letter, but let me tell you about some of the old traditions that still survive here. Well, most of us still practice Lent, and for my siblings and I, when we were younger, this meant no sweets for 40 days and 40 nights until the chocolate eggs could be devoured on Easter Sunday morning. I mean, then you're definitely going to appreciate those chocolate eggs. It says, I do remember on one occasion as a child in school walking up to the school gates after our lunch break with a big marshmallow twist in my hand, and an older lady, a neighbor of ours, stopping to instruct me to take it out of my mouth right away as I was breaking Lent. I had totally forgotten that Lent had begun, and I very sadly dropped it in the bin with her fixed stare on me. I will never forget. I felt rather guilty. So unfortunately, that is one of the byproducts of Lent, when you kind of like, if you do give something up, you kind of sometimes make a mistake, especially in the beginning. So that's so cute. And then she tells us a little bit more about their sort of Easter traditions and celebrations all along the first page. Like I said, I won't read all of it to you. So now it tells us a little bit, she gives us kind of an update about what the environment is like. So it says, what's happening in nature in Ireland these days? Lots of hare sightings. And I always remember reading that in Irish folklore, witches disguised as hares have power over livestock and land. Oh, those little bunnies. It says, we will soon see some ladybirds in the garden, and buzzards will glide on air currents with their great wings. Garden birds are focused on family life and perhaps their eggs. Garden birds such as thrushes, blackbirds, and robins breed earlier than others and will become busy feeding their chicks. At Milltown Bridge down the road from us, we will see the cute little ducklings, as the first tiny mallard chicks will be on the water this month following their mothers. Oh, that's so cute. And then it says we have some flora and fauna that's associated with Easter. Christ's crown of thorns was made from thorn, blackberry, and rose briars, it said. So all of these are commonly found along our hedgerows. I love seeing the primroses and buttercups on my walks with the kids, and the daffodil is here for a short time now. So sourkeen is the Gaelic for primrose, and in times past these flowers along with buttercups and cowslips were gathered, tied into bunches, and hung over doors and windows. Sometimes they were strewn on doorsteps and house farm building entrances, and they were believed to protect the inhabitants and their animals from evil. It says in some counties, garlands of these flowers were put on cattle and hung on doorposts to ward off the fairy power. I would love to see a cow with like a flower garland to ward off the evil fairies. So that's awesome. So let's see. And then she gives us information. It says the section is called Meet the Makers, and it tells us about the different companies. So I have to always kind of do a little bit of investigation to see exactly what we've got. It does mention the recipe card. It says, when my sister Circa visits from Seville, Spain, she travels along Slade Drive and stops in every cafe until she finds her favorite coffee cake. So she has a recipe for us. It says, along with an image she took last summer when her mother, my children, visited Cafe Natural. Again, forgive my pronunciation, it is always terrible, overlooking the Blasket Islands on Slayhead Drive. So that's always cool, and she always wants you to send your images if you do decide to make the recipes at home. The next box, you guys, if you want to get in on it, is the Irish farmhouse, and that is a theme that does kind of recur annually, and it is lovely. It says in June, so that would be the May box. Then in June, it's the islands of Ireland. It says, think puffins, waves, and seaweed crashing. That sounds amazing, and I love the fact that Ireland is an island, so I feel this strange affinity to it for whatever reason. So then we have, so June will be the islands of Ireland. I have to ask her if I can review that box, because that sounds right up my alley. Sounds awesome. And then I saw something in here about the sheep box. I have to see. So I don't know if she actually said what month that's going to be, but I think it's going to be in July. Yes, so July is Irish sheep themed, and so the past 2 Irish sheep themed boxes, we've gotten a cute little sheep, and they are like some of my favorite things that I've ever gotten in this subscription. So hopefully I get to get all of those boxes, but of course I am always just so grateful for this little dash of Ireland in a box. It is so lovely. I think anyone can enjoy this, especially if you have Irish heritage. I obviously do not. If you've had the opportunity to visit Ireland, or like I said, if you just dream of getting to go there one day, it is such a gorgeous country and the people are so lovely. So let's go ahead and take a look at the items. This is super cute. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's a microfiber cleaning cloth, but you guys, it's such a cute image, and it's even got like a little Guinness sign. And so we are super tourists. When my husband and I went to Ireland, we totally went to the Guinness factory to get our free pint up there in the tap room at the top. And of course we bought some Guinness paraphernalia. We got some coasters. I got a Christmas ornament. We even got like an old newspaper ad and had it framed just because we really liked it. My husband also really loves beer, and I really love dark beer, so Guinness Stout is one of the first beers that I liked when I started trying them. So it's just kind of on this card right now, but I'm just going to keep it in there so that you guys can actually see the image. I think that is super duper cute. So let me see if I can figure out where this is from. So it says, this is from Harvest Pictorial in County Cork, and it says, Jamie from Harvest Pictorial founded his business in 1989. They're located in beautiful Kinsale in the county of Cork. He chooses the work of local artists and dreams up ideas for very useful items that will provide a home for each beautiful picture of Ireland. I'm a glasses wearer, and I'm either in spectacles or sunglasses. So these are always so great. They're also really good for cleaning screens, of course, because, you know, we get our fingerprints all over those screens all the time. And my husband and I always are looking to clean our sunglasses, and usually I have a little cleaning cloth in every sunglasses case, but I don't know what happened. They like tend to grow legs and run away, so I'm actually really stoked about that. He actually might really enjoy that one because he really did enjoy our time in Ireland, so maybe I will gift that to him as a little belated birthday present. Ooh, this is really nice. This is a fancy item. So this is from Muckros Weavers, and I think it's like this nice like tweed wallet. So let me go ahead and open this up. So it says, I'm so delighted that we've worked together with Muckros Weavers again this month, as I had my eye on this wallet when I visited their workshop last item. What a wonderful and unique business this is. They may have one of the most idyllic locations to perform their business in the world. We spotted wild deer amongst the ancient trees when Master Weaver John Cale was showing me around the most beautiful trees and scenery. I was blown away. So look at this. I love this because it's your basic like gray and black, but then there's those little pops of color in it. We've got some yellows and some oranges and some blues. That is so pretty. So let's see. John spoke about how the magnificent scenery and nature of Killarney National Park, with its distinctive combinations of mountains, lakes, woods, and waterfalls under ever-changing skies, provides inspiration to him, a master weaver who designs every item that is made. So I love this. This is so nice, and I actually like this size of wallet personally. So it has a zip closure, which is also awesome because sometimes you can even like get your phone to fit in there, which I also really appreciate. Yes, it's got a little wristlet strap. That's what I was like hoping for. So I didn't want to get my hopes up too much, but I love a wristless strap, so you can actually just use it as your purse. Like if you have this in a bigger tote or bag, and I don't usually carry pretty big bags, but I love being able to just run into a store really quickly and go ahead and grab whatever I need to. So this is actually really nice. I appreciate how wide it opens up. Sometimes these don't open very well, but look how many card slots there are on either side, you guys. So you can do some serious credit card damage with that. But I find that these days we like need all those credit card slots because there's all those like loyalty programs and stuff. So there is like a bigger pocket here for like your actual bills on both sides. So you can like have one side for, I like to do one side for receipts and one side for my cash. Yes, I still do try to carry around some cash. This is also great for when you're organizing things and traveling because you can have one currency on one side and one currency on the other side. And then yay that there is a zipper in the middle as kind of the divider, and my like little zipper pull is kind of tucked inside of it, which is fine. I'm sure I'll be able to maneuver it out. But a lot of the times when you get wallets like this, the change is an issue, right? Because sometimes they have those little snap closures on the outside, but it makes the wallet itself really, really bulky. Or I have some that have like a zip pocket on the outside, but you can like never get your fingers in there. But this one opens up pretty good, and I love that it's inside, but it's going to keep everything nice and flat. This is totally my style, and I'm actually really happy with this, and I think it is beautiful, and I kind of love, of course, the story behind it and everything, the inspiration. And like I said, I love those little pops of color. It's like little spring flowers kind of peeking through the weave. Ooh, this is exciting too. So this is from the Donegal's Natural Soap Company, handmade in Ireland, cocoa butter body moisturizer, and the scent is sweet lavender. Let me see if I can find this. It says, if you've been with myirelandbox for some time now, you'll note that we love only natural handmade beauty products, and when we find some that we cannot be without, we need to send them to you. Donegal Natural Soap is loved by members that have been with us for years and who declared that they would like it to return, and we want to introduce it to new members as we have not featured it for a few years. And it says, I know Isabel's not posting outside of Ireland currently, and I'm so glad that she worked with us on this month's My Ireland Box for you. So you can't get this yourself. You had to get it through the subscription. So she started her business in 2010. She was kind of experimenting with store cupboard ingredients, teaching herself the methods, and looking to nature for inspiration. And so she started with an unscented oatmeal soap, and then we wound up with this. Let me see if it says anything more about this specific item. It says, we love this soap and the fact that Isabel hand harvested the ingredients in her native Donegal. It says, this is such a lovely way to bring a piece of that country to you. The massage bar is sublime, and it's the most moisturizing, natural, luxurious piece of pamper that we have discovered. We know you'll enjoy it. So I was like thinking maybe there was a variation, and then I reached into the box, you guys, and we got both. We got the soap with the scent of wild Irish nettle, and we got this body moisturizer. So that is awesome. Two products from the same amazing company. This soap smells so good. I am sure that the sweet lavender will also smell really good. Let me see what it looks like, if it's actually like a bar or if it's like a bottle of some sort. So of course, these packages are so cute too. I hate to like tear them because you guys know that I'm terrible at getting into them. So it is just like wrapped up, so it's like a lotion bar, which is really cool. Oh, it smells so nice. I love lavender, and I again love both of these packages. They're so cute. I should regift them to people, but I don't want to. I love this box. It's such a delight every single time, so I highly suggest it. Ooh, and then we got something edible, and the treats that we get in this box, you guys, are amazing. This is probably going to be one of my favorite ones that I've ever gotten in here. This is from Cleve's Irish Confectionery Iced Caramels Gift Pack. So I hope it means it's a gift to me and I don't have to re-gift it to somebody else. It says original iced caramels with an iced sugar coating, 25 twist wrapped Cleve's iced caramel sweets, and the history of Cleve's and the Condensed Milk Company of Ireland. So this is what it looks like. It's shrink wrapped. I will definitely open it up and take some photos for you on Instagram. I'm not going to open it up right now because I'm sure that I will devour it. And if I leave anything open like this in my household, they disappear before I get to take the pictures. But let me see if I can tell you a little bit more about this. So this is Hazelbrook Confectionery, and they're in Newbridge, County Kildare. It says, I love speaking with Leo on the phone as he's so entirely passionate about bringing back all of the old Irish sweets. I have to say, you guys, actually those chocolate jelly stars that we got in the last box, oh my gosh, those were amazing. I could have those every day. It says he has revived Haji Bay, and I know many of our members love their jellies that we sent last November. Those were really cool. It says Leo has told me that he has lots of plans for this brand and will send me some samples in the post. Yay, that sounds good for us too. It says I shall try them and decide on which will make you happy in a future My Ireland box. Now on to these old school iced caramels. My grandfather loves this, as did my grandmother from Cork and her two sisters, and I honestly forgot about them until I spotted them in the shop in recent times, and they brought back some lovely memories. These iced caramels were once a household name and have been revived some 30 years later now by Leo and his team, and are thriving on their reputation from times past. He's bringing back so many of the old Irish sweets and making them in his factory in Kildare, bringing nostalgia into all of our lives with each sweet savored. He made a special batch just for My Ireland box members, and I love the gift pack with the old newspaper article of the founder on the inside of the box. Yes, I am enjoying an iced caramel as I write this. Yum. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so excited. How cool is that he made a batch just for My Ireland box? I mean, talk about like getting exclusive items, and wait, you guys, until you see the sheep items in the sheep box. It's always so amazing. I said I wasn't going to open it up, and now I'm like totally intrigued, so don't mind me. I'm going to go ahead and open it up because I want to get into these as soon as possible as well. So let me see if I can kind of get this shrink wrap off quickly. Hopefully they didn't like melt or anything in transit. So here is our little box, and again, of course, there's like a little tab closure that I'm gonna probably mess up. Oh, it's so cute. So it's just like these little like caramels, and they do have icing on them essentially, and then we have this little like newspaper clipping on the inside lid so we can learn a little bit more about it. That's adorable. I'm so glad I opened that up, and I'm so excited to try these. Let me know if you've ever had iced caramels. I've never even heard of them. Of course, I'd never heard of chocolate jelly stars either, and now I'm a total convert on those. Again, I wish she had those in every single box. Maybe she'll do like a greatest hits like food box one of these days. Now that would be awesome, especially around the holidays. Let me know in the comments below what item you enjoyed the most in this My Ireland box. Let me know if you've had the opportunity to visit the beautiful Irish countryside or the cities of Dublin. I thought that was a great place to hang out. I probably could have spent just weeks there alone. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up, and hopefully I see you all very, very soon in my next unboxing.